our son to come. So I'm going to show you around. Don't look at the pregnant lady, but look at this. This is where he will be when he's out. Right now, we have all that. That is showing, you see his little heartbeat right there, and that's Kelly's blood pressure. These are the contractions that we... Under here is all the stuff that they're going to use to pop the bag, because everything going on with her is actually being very stubborn. So here's the room. It's a very nice room. I've been trying to sleep there and there all night. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Yes. Well, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, how has everything been going? Here, I'll put it out there.
Well, it's just been kind of crazy.
Yeah?
It's been really crazy. It started with me just having horrible vomiting.
Yeah, things were coming out everywhere.
And I didn't think that I was having any contractions. And then I told David, this just doesn't feel right. Let's go to the hospital. So we left our place at about 8 o'clock. Stopped to pull over a few times so I could throw up. And we made it here and they were really busy. And I just felt really faint.
She ended up sitting on the floor.
Yeah. And they got me in and took me to the triage room, and everything just kind of went crazy from there because our baby's heart rate dropped and like really bad, and so they admitted me right away. I was already at 3 centimeters, and everything was just, it happened so fast. And so then here we are. This is my third cup of ice chips.
Ice chips!
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Don't worry about her, she'll be fine. But yes, ice chips, that's all she's been getting. It's been almost 12 hours, just ice chips.
And we didn't have dinner.
We didn't even have dinner. My awesome in-laws brought me some food, but poor Kelly, she'll be fine. It'll be, you're tough, right?
I'm trying to be.
This is no big deal, right? So, this is very rare to be able to do this. I'm just throwing out the phone and showing you everything. Ooh, and look at all this stuff. All this is being pumped into Kelly.
Yeah, it made my toes fat. It made me like
puffy.
Oh,
do we want to see the toes?
Look at my toes.
Look at the puffy toes. Puffy toes.
They just really puffed up.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but
because I have an epidural, so.
Yes, she has an epidural. That is that big yellow thing.
What's this?
Yeah. And that's pumping the medication into her. Yeah, epidural and all that. So yeah, I'll definitely have the after. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the during. But, yeah. And you will all see Owen. Oh, wait. Oh, well, it'll be out by then. His name is Owen.
We're excited.
All right, Kelly. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you pumped?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it all started back at our house. Kelly, she wasn't feeling that well. She went to some real estate thing, comes back, not feeling good at all. Not sure what it was, possible flu-like symptoms. And these symptoms caused her to have bad things happen. And there was some throw up. And so we were like, well, she's not feeling well. Let's go to labor and delivery just in case. And of course, I wasn't too keen on just running to the hospital every 2 seconds if she was a little sick. But I am not always right. Huh, Kelly Marie?
Yeah.
So we went down there and we went to the triage room, which is like the first step. And they said, 3 centimeters?
Mm-hmm.
She was only 3 centimeters. So it's usually, they don't admit you for that. But we did find that through the throwing up, it had put our little baby boy into stress. And so they decided to admit her.
His heart rate had fallen.
His heart rate had fallen. Which, yeah, that means he's in distress.
Yeah, but that's the reason. That's where the
And so, I'm looking at him right now, and he's so cute. I can't wait for you guys to see him. All these daddy diaries have been leading up to this point of him being home. So we began the labor process. It took hours and hours, slow updates, slow moving. Finally, you got to what, 5 centimeters?
I was 4 centimeters
For hours. Hours. Took forever. And then they popped the bag.
They gave me an epidural.
Yeah, epidural.
They induced me with Pitocin.
They did some Pitocin to
And
induce.
Still 4 centimeters.
And still 4 centimeters. It wasn't
for
happening.
Hours.
Hours and hours. Just all through the night, hanging out with my awesome in-laws, watching the Dick Van Dyke Show and sleeping. And then they popped the bag.
Yeah, they popped my bag of water.
Popped the bag of water. That was really cool to see. They just like put this thing in there. Pop. Psh, wow. So that was cool. And I was, thinking this whole time, I am not going to faint or have any issues. That was my plan. And I didn't. So that was good. And so we were just waiting. And we're like, now that the bag's popped, he's got to come. It's got to happen now.
It was either things progress, he stops having issues because his heart rate kept dropping.
Yeah, the big thing was, his heart rate kept dropping. Like, Kelly would even, move from one side to another, and his heart rate drops again. So, we kept going through these issues and waiting and wondering, and is she... they weren't even sure at one point is when she actually starts pushing, if he's even going to be able to handle that. And so, the waiting continued. The tiredness built up. It was an adventure. And later in the evening, what was it, about 6 o'clock?
No, it was 5:30, 5:15, 5:30.
Oh, yeah.
When they came in.
They came in.
They checked me again. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
They came in. They checked her. And then all of a sudden, 10 centimeters.
All of a sudden, she was like, "Oh, I feel his head. Oh, you're ready to go. Hello."
I don't want to show him yet.
I don't want to show you the baby yet.
I don't want to show you the baby. But Kelly wants to talk, so I'm going to have her talk. But yeah. Oh, you're at 10 centimeters.
Yeah. And I was like, What?
10 centimeters?
So, yeah. I had just pushed my button for some more epidural. And then, here, want me to just cover him up?
I don't know. Okay, good. You don't see the baby yet.
I pushed my button for
Push the
some
button.
more epidural. And when the doctor came in and she had checked me, she was like, "Don't push that button anymore. We're going to come back around 6 o'clock. So you can start pushing, because I want you to feel some sensation so you know when you're pushing."
Yep.
So, okay.
There we go.
That was it.
So at about 5:50, we prayed with the parents, because by this time, both her and my parents were there, which was awesome. And thank you, Tam Wow and King Brian, for staying up all night with us through this whole process. And, it was nice. Oh, and of course, thank you to my parents, because my dad, it was a random Wednesday, so my dad's usually not able to get there for that. So I don't know how he pulled it off, but thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got everybody out of there. And Kelly and I prayed one more time. And I was like, all right, let's do this. So the midwife comes in, and I got to hold one of Kelly's feet that she got to push on my hand as she pushed out the kid. And now, what were you thinking and feeling at that moment, Kelly, when you started pushing?
I was really scared. I feel like I'd been really scared for that moment the entire pregnancy. But I actually didn't feel anything. I had no pain. I only felt pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I literally felt nothing.
Mm-hmm. But she pushed.
But I pushed. I was able to push. I was able to feel my contractions. But where are you going? But I never actually felt him pushing through. I could feel the pressure, but there was no pain. And so...
Well, his head slowly came out. Slowly and slowly. As she pushed a little bit. And what was amazing to me is finally, when he went, whoosh. Like, it was just easy right after his head. It was crazy. It just pops out. So do we want to show him?
Yeah.
This is our son. What's his name?
His name is Owen.
Owen Clark Cannon.
There he
Oh my goodness. There's this little guy.
He's a little milk drunk right now.
Yeah,
Yep, there he is.
there he is. He came out. He's comfy.
He's got all this hair.
Yep,
He's got sideburns.
yep. He's so
He
cute.
loves to snuggle. And he's strong, too.
Strong as an ox. So, how do you feel now, Kelly, that you finally got home? It took a while to get home because after that, the journey wasn't over. I got sick. I had to leave the hospital. My poor family was without me because what got her sick got me sick.
Yeah, I was actually sick, and that's what put me into labor.
Yeah.
It wasn't just my labor.
And so I went home for a while, tried to get myself together to come back. And then, what were you going through at that moment without me?
So I basically was a whole day and night by myself without David, because he left the very next morning after we got in our postpartum room to go home to get some things, and then he was basically like, I can't come back. I'm too sick. I'm throwing up. Things are coming out.
Well, the nurse said I shouldn't come back.
Yeah. So I just was like, okay, well, we gotta do what we gotta do. And it was just me and Owen, and we just hung out. And it was a little scary because his blood sugar kept falling.
Yeah.
And so we had to give him a little formula, and they said that if his blood sugar did not come up, they were going to have to take him to the NICU. So the moment they said that was a little scary.
Yeah.
But
I didn't like that.
But his blood sugar did come up, and then we were able to keep feeding him like regular, like we wanted to. And him and we just hung out. Had lots of visitors throughout the day, so that was really nice. And I think the nighttime was the hardest for me without David, because it was really hard to get in and out of that bed. It
Yes.
had this weird thing with the legs.
It's hard for her to get out and move around.
Yeah,
at
but
all
that
right
bed
now.
was really difficult to get out of because it was one of those where it wants to like give your legs that support.
Mhm.
It never totally flattens out unless the bed is completely flat. So
Oh.
so that was tough. And then he actually that night wanted to cluster feed, so he fed for like at 40-minute intervals from like 8:40 to 11 o'clock. So that was really tough. But it was fine.
Yep. And we finally got home last night.
We finally got discharged at 3 o'clock?
3:30.
3:30? Only
Oh,
to come home up the hill in Friday traffic.
Friday traffic. But he was fine all the way home.
He slept the whole way.
Slept the whole way. So we've been blessed. So there we go. We're tired. The next Daddy Diaries episode will be much more lively. I apologize, because I realize we're both like, hello, we're parents, we just had a baby. So yeah, let's say one more hello to Owen. Owen.
Say hi.
Everybody's saying hi.
Owen.
That's it. That's all he's giving you. All right.
That's all he's got.
All right. Make sure that you like and subscribe, because now that Owen's here, there's so much to discover. Right?
Yep.
All right.
This is Owen's very first tummy time.
Are you videotaping?
Yeah.
Oh, good. This will be on the next Daddy Diaries then.
Daddy has taken over the tummy time.
Oh, and look how strong he is. He's not liking it that much, but we'll get there. I know.
One moment at a time.
Come on, little guy. How long do we have?
I don't know. It'll go off.
Okay. Oh, the little guy. It's comfy, though. This is like a nice monkey blanket.
Owen, come on. What are you doing? It looks like you just fell asleep.
I know. Stretch it out, little guy. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, stretch it out. Get on that tummy. It's tummy time. There we go. I haven't even seen this whole leg. It's okay. Yeah, great job. Now lift up. Your father's over here. Yeah, there we go. I know it's hard.
Good job, baby.
You're using some muscles you've never used before. Yeah. There we go. Great job.
Yeah, he
son.
fell asleep again.
Yeah.
Owen.
Owen. It's tummy time. He's gone.
He's gone. He's out.
This is it.
And that's the end of today's tummy time.